harnessing system. I hope all things are clear. If any confusion, put your comments in, put your doubts in comment section. Then we will move forward. All students who are listening me now, make a comment. Okay, good. I'm waiting for your comments. Good. Okay, fantastic. Now the third phase is, or after Harappa phase, was known as the post Harappa or later Harappa civilization. When Indus Valley civilization was declined, then there are some new rural civilization developed. Indus Valley was a urban civilization. Before that, rural civilization. After that, rural civilization. Okay, so post Harappan civilizations are generally found. Oh, sorry, found from 2000 BC to 750 BC. IVC was declined, started decline from 1800 BC. At that time, obviously, there are some other small civilizations also found, and then Harappan people abandoned their places and they joined those civilizations. Okay, these all civilizations are rural in nature. They are not urban. They don't develop towns. They are very less strong in trade and commerce. Their primary occupation was obviously agriculture, fishing, animal husbandry, etc. Okay, so there are some important sites of Chalcolithic site and rural civilizations of India. Here, some important places, just identify them. One is Gilund, Ahar, Eran, Daimabad, Nevasa, Inamgaon, Jorwe. Then in the south, Piklihal. These all sites are Chalcolithic. Chalcolithic means they uses the stone plus copper. Okay, so these sites or these civilizations are existed before Harappa also and after Harappa also. They do not make development like Harappan's peoples. They are very less aware about the bronze. Later, when human found iron, they also started use the iron, and the invention or discovery of iron make a great revolution in the human history. We will discuss that later. So the four important cultures or civilizations which found after Harappa or later Harappa. One is Ahar culture. Second is Malwa culture. Malwa is a regional identification of the region on the borderland of Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Madhya Pradesh. That region is known as Malwa. Then one is Kaitha culture. And the fourth one is Jorwe. Jorwe culture. These four cultures are very important, which found after Harappa or declination of Harappa. There are various sites of these all cultures. Generally, Jorwe is situated in maximum parts of Maharashtra. You can see this is the Jorwe, and important sites of Jorwe are Nevasa, Inamgaon, Daimabad, etc. Give me a second. Oh, no. One is Jorwe. So this whole region is covered under Jorwe. Okay. The second is Ahar. Then Malwa. These are important various cultures. So the common thing about these all, they all are rural civilization. They are interconnected with each other. We do not have to study separately their economic features, their political feature. No, they all are common economic feature, common political feature, common religious feature, common social feature, because they are just from the same period. Their style are same. Their usage of metals are same. Techniques are same. Okay. So I'm just explaining, though these texts are small in size, but very few things which are very important. I will explain them. Sir, what about Kaitha culture? Kaitha is a part of Malwa culture. Okay. Also based on in the Chambal region, there is a river named Chambal. Maybe you heard about the Chambal river. Chambal river is famous for the घड़ियाल्स. ठीक है, good. So first we are going with Ahar culture, which is based on Banas river. Banas is a river in Rajasthan, and that's why this is also known as Banas culture. ठीक है. It is one of the earliest Chalcolithic culture in India. Most sites of this culture are located in the Banas Valley. Whenever there is a term valley, that means obviously any river was there. Okay, so Banas Valley in southeastern Rajasthan, known as Mewar. Maybe you heard about the three divisions in Rajasthan: Mewar, Marwar, Jodhpur, etc., etc. Okay, so Mewar, southeastern region, just near about the Jaipur and all these things. So some specifications: minor deposits and copper supply found from here. These sites are rich from minerals, and they supply to copper to the Harappan sites. Then over 60 Ahar culture Chalcolithic sites have been discovered till now. Important among them are Balathal, Gilund, Ojiana, Pachamta, etc. Gilund is one of the important and one of the large site. Balathal is the most extensively studied Chalcolithic site of the Ahar culture. So what is important? There are three things is important. Number one, Ahar culture, also known as Banas culture. Banas is a river in southeastern Rajasthan. One thing. Second, Gilund is an important place of this culture. And third, it is believed that they supply copper to the Harappan sites. Okay, good. Next, Ahar culture is divided into four phases: early Ahar, transitional phase, mature, and late Ahar. Early Ahar phase identified. Give me a second. Identified at Balathal includes mud and mud brick houses, 8 types of pottery, and inverted firing technique and diverse beads. That means they are in developing phase. They are not developed like Indus Valley people. The transitional phase marked the transition to the mature Ahar as seen through ceramic types, ceramic pots. Settlement pattern कैसा था इनका? How was the settlement pattern? Stone, mud, and mud brick houses were built. That very primitive style of houses. While the Indus Valley civilization, they are fortified. They living in citadel. They use the burn bricks in a certain ratio, 3:1. Mass production of ceramics, metalworking, and bead industries developed during this phase. Agriculture and economy of Ahar culture: rice cultivation along with wheat, barley, millet, bajra, and jowar. Bajra and jowar also are type of millet. Ragi, jowar, bajra, they all are millets, various diversities of millets. Mixed economy of cultivation and hunting gathering. Hunting gathering. Try to remember the Stone Age people. They use the hunting gathering. That means they are just developed from the Stone Age people and less developed from the Indus Valley civilizations. With domesticated animals and hunting of wild species. Cultural and ideological aspect: bull figurines appear in large number during the mature Ahar. That means bull was important for the agriculture. That's why they developed these figurines. Then how they decline and terminate: the farming culture of southeastern Rajasthan declined due to the inhospitable climate by the end of the second millennium BC. That means in second millennium BC the climate was changed and this whole region became the inhospitable or was not good for the agriculture. That's why obviously people have to move from other regions. I hope all things are clear. Very good. Next is Kaitha culture. So the culture is named after the Chalcolithic site Kaitha, located in Ujjain district. Ujjain is a very famous holy place in Madhya Pradesh. Yes. Most of these settlements are situated along the tributaries of the Chambal river. Its ancient name is Kapithaka, the birthplace of Varaha, a celebrated astronomer. Varaha means maybe you heard the name Varaha Mihir. Have you heard Varaha Mihir? Varaha Mihir was a famous astronomer. Later in Gupta phase, we will read about him. Good. Then ceramics of Kaitha culture: the pottery types of bowls, high and short necked storage jars. That means maybe you heard about you see the short necked potteries for making cold water. Okay. With a globular profile and basis, as well as chocolate slipped ware. Chocolate slipped ware, that means They are not made from chocolate. That means they are very fine. Okay, were distinctive. The majority of pottery, that is 60%, consisted of coarse, handmade, and red and gray in the color. Okay, they are not polished. They are not very modern. They are not full of uh, very great designs. They are in very simple mode. Then about tools and ornaments, both copper and stone tools were used by the Kaltha culture. Copper and stone, chalcolithic. They are not aware about bronze or not using bronze in very large manner. Ornaments such as two bead necklace, just wear a garland or necklace with two beads made from semi-precious stones were discovered. Lifestyle and economy of the Kaitha culture was the inhabitants resided in small huts with thatched roofs, bell-rammed floors, and wattle and daub walls. A mix. This is very simple house living. A mixed economy practice evident from the farming, stock raising, hunting, fishing, crops like barley, wheat. The same thing. Domesticated animals included cattle, sheep, goats. Obviously, sheep, goats are useful for many purposes. For the milk, for the woolen. Okay, and if the society was non-veg, then obviously for meat also. Notably, horse remains were found at the Chalcolithic level in Kaitha. That means Kaitha people may be aware about horses, though historians are not sure. That's why we never use that they are aware or not. Yes, found from some places. And earthquake is the region which diminished them and they vanished.